Hey everyone, it's almost year end, which means it's time to review, update, and select your company benefits for the coming year. Now, this video doesn't just apply to year end. If you're in the process of onboarding with a new employer, it's for you too. Hey, I'm David Caviness, certified financial planner, and I've been having a lot of these conversations with my clients recently as we approach year end. It's a process we go through every year, and while it may be tempting to rush through it or just default to your prior year selections, here's my advice. Your benefits make up roughly a third of your overall compensation package, so taking the time to fully understand them can make a huge difference in your financial life. So let's go over some of the key benefits that you should be paying close attention to. We'll start with the largest first, which is health insurance. There are two common options. There's PPOs and HMOs. With a PPO, or preferred provider organization, you have access to a large number of providers at agreed upon rates. It gives you more variety and flexibility in choosing your healthcare providers, but it does come with a higher cost. And an HMO, or health maintenance organization, on the other hand, limits you to a network of providers, but it's usually more affordable. You have fewer choices, but it can save you money on those monthly premiums. So when picking the right plan, think about this. One, your cost of care. Look at the plan's premium. It's coming out of your paycheck. And then look at your usage. Estimate your healthcare needs for the coming year, and don't forget to check that deductible. And lastly, your risk tolerance. Look at the out-of-pocket maximums for those unexpected high-cost medical events. And make sure your preferred doctors and hospitals are in network for each plan. The next area is where I see most people make the wrong selections. It's the HSA and FSA. Both of these accounts help you save on taxes when paying for health care, but they have significant differences. A health savings account, or HSA, is a great one for long-term medical expenses. Your contributions grow tax-free, and those withdrawals for medical expenses are also tax-free. It's not a use it or lose it fund, so you can carry that balance indefinitely and not be forced into a spending spree at year end. An FSA, or flexible spending account, is a little different from the HSA. They also use pre-tax dollars for healthcare expenses, saving you on taxes as you make those contributions. But the catch is that it's a use it or lose it account. Now, there's usually a small rollover allowed, but the majority of those funds need to be used by year's end. So here's a pro tip. If you can cover out-of-pocket costs now, let your HSA grow by investing it for future use, especially if you're planning on an early retirement prior to age 65 when Medicare kicks in. Your dental and vision insurance might seem small, but they're still important, especially if you wear glasses like I do, or even have regular dental cleanings. Dental insurance covers preventative care like cleanings and x-rays. While not as crucial as health insurance, it's still useful. And vision insurance covers eye exams and eyewear, making it essential if you need glasses or contacts. Let's talk about disability insurance. This one is big if protecting your income is important to you. And trust me, it should be, especially if you're the only wage earner in your household. Short-term disability typically covers up to 6 months if you can't work, but if you have a solid emergency fund, you might not need it. And long-term disability is crucial, especially if you're a high earner. It can protect your income if something serious happens. Employee-paid disability benefits are usually tax-free, which is another bonus. My advice? Pay for this coverage yourself where possible. It's usually inexpensive and can offer real peace of mind. As we wrap up talking about insurance, now let's talk about life insurance. Most employers offer it, and here's what you need to know. Typically, the coverage is 1 to 2 times your salary. You can usually pay for more, but it doesn't carry over if you leave the job. Group insurance through your employer is often the cheapest, but external life insurance may be a better option since it's not tied to your employment. If you have a family, consider getting enough coverage to replace 10 to 20 times your income, depending on your situation. Term life insurance is affordable, and if your health isn't great, topping up through work can be a good idea. But in most cases, having an external policy may be a smarter long-term solution in protecting your financial life. And if you're caring for kids or disabled dependents, don't forget about Dependent Care FSAs. They allow you to contribute pre-tax dollars to pay for things like daycare, but they also come with the use it or lose it rule. so be mindful of how much you contribute. As we begin to wrap up, let's talk about the two most important benefits when it comes to your financial life. The first one I want to talk about is another often overlooked but great benefit if your company offers it: the Employee Stock Purchase Plans, or ESPP. These allow you to buy your company stock at a discount, usually somewhere between 5 to 15%, and can be a fantastic way to build wealth over time if you believe in your company's long-term success. You can choose to hold on to the stock or sell it right away for an immediate gain. ESPPs can be a great addition to your overall investment strategy, but as always, balance is key. So be mindful of remaining diversified and be careful not to over-concentrate your portfolio in one company's stock, even if it's your employer. And finally, let's talk about your retirement savings. Open enrollment is the perfect time to review your investment strategy and contribution percentages. Here's what you need to know. Your employer match. Contribute enough to get the match. This is free money, after all. And then look at pre-tax versus post-tax, or Roth, and choose wisely based on your tax strategy. And then understand the vesting period. So know how long you need to stay at that company or with your company to keep the employer contributions. And investment allocation. Have a strategy, stick with it, and diversify your investments. Remember, this is your long-term money, so don't try to time the markets by jumping in and out of your retirement investments. Let the value of time work for you. And finally, let's not overlook some of the smaller perks that many companies offer. These might include things like free parking if you're downtown, or catered lunches, legal assistance, tuition reimbursement if you choose to return to college, or even gym memberships. These benefits might not seem like much at first glance, but they can add to a lot of value to your overall compensation package. Again, thanks for watching. I'm David Caviness, Certified Financial Planner and founder of Caviness Wealth Management. Remember, as you go through your benefit selections, take your time. Review them annually, keeping in mind your financial plan. Understanding your options and maximizing them can have a huge impact in your financial life. And clients, if you need help making the most of what's available to you, I'm here to guide you.